and welcome to Knit with Hannah. Today we're knitting Christmas baubles. Hi and welcome to Knit with Hannah. I'm Hannah. I'm here with Knitting Natter to help you learn to knit the easy way. And we are getting Christmassy today with Christmas baubles. Now, when it comes to knitting for Christmas, I love knitting Christmas decorations. They are short to knit, they're really cute when you're finished, and you can use them year after year after year after year. They feel like an heirloom. I remember knitted decorations from when I was a child, and I'll actually show you some of the ones that I knitted myself when I was a child now as well. There were all sorts of designs that we just found in magazines and such like. But I have a new design for you. This is a super chunky yarn with baubles, super chunky yarn with 9mm needles. I will show you the exact materials you need in a moment. Let's get to it. Let's have a look at the demo. I can knit all the way through this so you can watch all the way along if you like. I'll show you all the little nuances of the pattern, but you can also download the pattern as well. There's a link in the description below. So let's see the tutorial now. I have my chunky yarn here. This is Drops Andes, and on the ball band here it suggests that we use 9mm needles. So that's what I have here. 9mm needles, they're all ready to go. And yes, I am knitting on single pointed needles so that it's easier to stuff with the filling once we finish knitting. I always find that easier, and you'll have a much more even stitch definition as well, because we're knitting in garter stitch. If you knit every row, it's going to look a lot better than if you are switching between knit and purl rolls, which you would be doing if you were using double pointed or circular needles. But that's a couple of reasons I'm using single pointed needles. What I'm going to do first is cast on 7 stitches. That is the first stitch, and then I'm going to use the cable cast on to cast on 6 more. You can always go and have a look at my casting on playlist if you want to see more casting on methods. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to knit the first row. This is going to be nice and quick, just straight across there. And to create the spherical shape, we now have to start increasing. And we're going to do that by knitting 1 stitch. Then we're going to make one, which is pick up that loop in between the 2 stitches there. Put it on your needle and knit into the back part of that loop there. See that there? We're going to do this over and over again, so I'll show you it multiple times. So that's knit 1, make 1, knit 1. I'm going to pick up that loop, move the left hand needle into it, into the front, and then knit into the back of that stitch. There we go. 4 stitches, knit 1. Again, we're going to knit into the back of that loop. So that's make 1 again and knit 1. We're going to make 1 again and knit 1. Make 1 again and knit 1. And then one more time, we're going to find that loop, there it is. Pick that up on the needle, make 1, knit 1. There are various ways you can increase, but I tested a couple and I found this one to be the neatest. So that is 13 stitches on the needle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. So now we're going to knit the next row. And this following row isn't quite as even as the previous one. We were doing knit 1, make 1, knit 1, make 1 all the way across. But this time we're going to knit 1, make 1, knit 2, make 1, knit 2. This is, we're going to do make 1, knit 2 5 times. And then when you've got 2 stitches on the needle at the end, we're going to do make 1, knit 1, make 1, knit 1. There you go. That's all the increasing we need to do. So we've knitted a row, we've increased, we've knitted a row, and we've increased. So that's 4 rows we've done so far. So now from rows 5 to 12, we're going to knit. Just be aware as you start knitting into these increased stitches, it might be a bit tight, but it's actually very easy to just continue knitting. Especially with this thicker yarn, it feels a lot easier than it might do otherwise. That is 12 rows. You're a bit confused about how many rows you've knitted, or you lose count while you're going. Just look at these rows of stitches. It's easier to count on super chunky yarn. You've got row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's another one down there, that's row 6. And then you have to turn it over and count again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go. So that's your 12 rows. Now we're going to start decreasing. So with the spear, we want to increase and then decrease. We're going to knit 1, then knit 2 together, and repeat this all the way along the row. Knit 1, knit 2 together, 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 and then the last 2 stitches we're just going to knit. So count the stitches now, should have 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. Now we're going to knit this next row. And now we're going to decrease again. This is very simple. Knit 2 together 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. We now have 7 stitches on the needle. We're going to knit this last row. But we don't cast off. What we do here is take hold of scissors, give ourselves a nice long length, and then we can stuff and sew the bauble. There we go. Move this thread, once it's on the needle, through these top stitches that are still on the needle. Here we go. So I'm going to go through from this side each stitch in turn. I'm doing 2 at a time. They're nice and easy, big to pick up with the needle. And now I can take the knitting needle out. There we go. So we now have that sitting there very nicely. We can start sewing up the side and can start stuffing it. I'm going to do this really quickly, but there is an extra video on my YouTube channel about sewing up a garter stitch seam with this bauble. That's exactly what we need to do, so you can go and watch that if you like. And I will show you what I'm going to stuff this with. This is brilliant. I'm so pleased I found it. It is natural wool stuffing for crafts, toys and cushions. And safe, hypoallergenic, flame retardant, biodegradable. I absolutely love this. I'm so pleased I found it. And just take out a little bit at a time, and that can start going in the bauble once I start stuffing it. Okay, so I have left a couple of rows, and I'm just going to start putting this stuffing in, one small piece at a time. Okay, that feels like a good sphere. It's a bauble shape. And I can just sew up these last couple of stitches now. And then I can also just slip my needle through these top stitches where we cast on. And the casting on row, it's very convenient for just like the cast off row, just putting those stitches together at the top. So there we go, that's just tightening that top bit up. And now we can make the hanging thread. Now the hanging thread I'm making by twisting this yarn. And I twist it. Just follow the way that this is twisting anyway, and you just want to go with it and increase it so that it looks a lot tighter. And just twisting that in my fingers over and over and over again. There we are. Now I'm going to double it up on itself, and you will see something fantastic happen. Look at that. It's created a cord. So it's doubled up on itself and twisted itself together. So now I'm just going to put the needle, sewing needle, through that last bit of thread. And catch that up in the bauble there, and I can go through the top, the other end of this now as well. There we go. So that is holding the bauble up. And then I will just sew these ends into the bauble, and that is that. That is a knitted bauble stuffed with a hanging thread. You can do the hanging thread in a different colour if you like, in a very similar way, but it seems very convenient to already have the thread already there. Okay, there you go, one Christmas bauble. Great, you now know how to knit these garter stitch Christmas baubles. Now go over to my website and you can sign up for the download, which is the full pattern. You can keep that as long as you like, use it over and over again, and indeed, that also has information on how you knit the stripy one too. I'll see you next week. We'll be talking about one skein knits. This is how you can knit something with only one ball of yarn. And that's really interesting because if you are knitting things that you need for Christmas, then that's going to be the kind of thing you want. It's going to be something that will only take you through one ball of yarn and you'll knit it really quickly. So we'll talk about that next week. Okay, bye for now. I'll see you again soon. Happy knitting.